lost to jail. 52 a room. There's too many rats in this cage of a world. And the women know the place. Sit home and write letters. Then they visit once a year. When they both just sit there and stare. See how we are.
Hi, thanks for joining me here at Do It with Cassandra. I am with Bart Silberman of Moonlight Graham Apparel, men's haberdashery, and record label. We're here tonight for a really special event. John Doe played an in-store, and it was amazing. So, Bart, tell me a little bit, first of all, about Moonlight Graham.
Moonlight Graham is a brand that we founded back in about 2001. Better menswear, wholesaled product in all kinds of great stores like Nordstrom's and Macy's and Bloomingdale's. Sold the company in 2006 and got the company back in 2010. And we decided to come back with a retail store, and just it's a store of things that guys love. I mean, that's pretty much what we just try to focus on. It's like I opened up my closet or I opened up my office, because for years people would come in and go, "Oh my God, where'd you get that? Oh my, where did you find that?" And so I just decided to make a store of that stuff.
We only sing about it once in every 20 years. See how we are, oh, see how we are.
All right, so now tell me a little bit about Moonlight Graham, the record label.
It's too bizarre for words. I grew up in Orange County and LA going to punk shows and rock shows and watching bands like X and the Circle Jerks and Black Flag and Thelonious Monster and all these bands, and we opened up this store. And a couple of weeks into it, we realized that the store had really, really nice sound. And Dave Nielsen, his second day on the job, he asked me point blank, he's like, "Well, who would you want to play in here if we were to have a show?" And my immediate answer was X, or some variation of X. And Dave goes, "Fine, let's go do it." And he sends an email to X's website, and sure enough, about an hour later, Exene Cervenka responds to the email. We email, nuts. I mean, my heart's beating a million miles an hour. We email back and forth. We decide to meet for lunch. The lunch meeting went fantastic, and Exene said, "Oh, come in and play." And she did. In March, she came in and played and sat down on a bar stool. Her new record, The Excitement and Maybe, had just come out, so it was like the Orange County record release party. And at the end of the night, she turned to me and she goes, "We should do this again." And I said, "Yes, we should."
You're like, "Good idea, yes, yes."
Exactly, please.
I came here 2 years ago, exactly, and I was looking for small-town America like I always am, and I found it in Orange County, of all things. I had never lived in Orange County before, and I was staying in Anaheim with a friend. I said, "Where should I move?" And she said, "Old Town Orange," so I did. I saw a house that day, and I rented it. It was 7 months ago, I think, when I met Bart and Dave from Moonlight, so we've been working together since.
From that point on, things just really galvanized, that we enjoyed working together. Exene is amazing. Obviously, she's an incredible artist, but she's an incredible person. And in talking through things, we realized that as artists, people like herself and Phil Alvin had really been messed up by the record industry and never given a fair shake financially, and a lot of problems with what they'd done. And they were looking for a new way to go about making a record. And so we kind of have taken an approach of, make a record. We'll put it out. You're the greatest artist in the world. You deserve to do it. And I'm not really losing sleep over selling 1 million or selling 1,000. They're wonderful artists, and we feel like in working together and in working hard, we're going to be able to do something in a different way where the artists can get fairly compensated for putting their art out there and not with the typical record company shenanigans. You know?
Are you hearing this, people? Listen closely. This is important, inspiring stuff. I mean,
very much so. Very much so. And every day you kind of pinch yourself and go, do we really have the opportunity to work with these people?
Drive by my house late at night. You can see from the freeway, but no silhouette, but a light left on, burning there below.
So here we are, a number of years into your music career, and now you've decided you want to start a label, kind of at a time that it seems like releasing records is almost, I don't want to say, like, at least changing.
A lot of people are starting stores right now, small ones like in Oakland and places like that, punk stores and eclectic kind of stores. And vinyl is definitely in a resurgence. 78's are very popular now. Everyone I know listens to records more than CDs.
What was the first record you ever bought yourself?
The first record I bought, I had a lot of folk records when I was a kid. 'Cause my parents bought those.
Parents' acquisition.
Because like folk music, Lead Belly and Woody Guthrie and all these, subversive types were considered like kids' music at the time. Kids' music. Right. And they were little 10-inch records, 33 RPM.
I'm seeing a great change in venues, which are becoming less bars and more like Moonlight Graham, and more like moose lodges and backyard parties and house parties. Big thing. I really feel involved with Moonlight as far as what we're doing, what we're trying to do with live performances and releasing important music. We're not going to just be putting out records because we thought it would be a good way to make money. Maybe we'll start a record company, we'll make money. We know where the record business is at. And I've been on indie labels. I've been on I've been on every label.
As a label, we're working with Exene, and she will actually be the head of A&R for the label. So Exene is galvanizing the troops from the old LA punk scene. We've had some wonderful conversations and meetings with Phil Alvin and the Blasters, Sean Wheeler and Xander Schloss, who played in the store last month, and a bunch of other artists from that same world who we can't quite name yet. But if you're into X and if you're into the Blasters, trust me, all the artists that we're talking about working with will be right up your alley. You'll be very familiar with all of them.
There is a waking up going on, and I want to make sure that I'm there, as always, to help people wake up. And we're going to put out some great music. I know that,
I know that.
Yeah.
And so I agree with you. I think there's that community that's always going to love it. And I think now there's even people that didn't even know they loved it. Like the whole iTunes generation that's going like, oh, wait, this is something special. There's a reason. Like that crackle means something.
If I could put on a table right now everything that we visualize doing in the next couple years, it would be piled up so high. Every day there's more ideas here, and it's like all of us have them,
My burden gets hard to bear. My friends all talk about me.
I feel the energy here for the shows. It started out being exciting and curious people, like, wow, this is great. I'm so excited to be here. But they were curious. Well, how's it going to go? It's a store. And, we moved things around a little. We changed things over the few months. But we had it down pretty quick. But the thing is that now, the last two shows we've had here, which was John Doe and Cindy Wasserman, she's amazing, and Sean and Xander, they're amazing. The excitement level in here, the joy level, was really high. People were so happy that they came. It's very folky, it's intimate, and it's you can hear everything that the performers are saying. You can see everything. It's so intimate.
I don't have a whole lot of regrets, but I sure wish that Johnny Cash and June Carter, this is selfish, totally selfish, but I sure wish that they would have sung this song.
Me too.
But yeah, well, too bad. Stuff happens.
And it brings out the best in the artists, because they thrive. People thrive on that. Barricades do not make for a good show. You want closeness. You want intimacy. You want connection with people. Otherwise, it's crap. Otherwise, it's not worth doing otherwise.
This is ours. We put this thing together. This is pretty mind-blowing. So every day you've got a smile on your face. You're doing something right,
That's extraordinary. I'm really excited. I'm excited I got to meet you finally.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Bart. Keep checking out Moonlight Graham. The website will be on at the end of this interview. Thanks.